Did you know that only 9% of people actually stick to their New Year's resolution? And the rest, 91%, well, they just feel guilty about a gym membership that they never use. But I'm here to help you to become part of that 9%. And this is a quick fire round, which means I don't do a deep dive and explain how this works in our brains, which I still find fascinating. And if you're interested in that, there's a video right here, or there will be a link in the description below. These are some of the tips that you haven't seen it before, and wait till the end because these are some of my favorites that have actually worked for me, and I hope I can share this with you so that you have success in the things that you want to do. Number 1, be clear about your goals. Now, this might be self-evident, but apparently it's not, because a lot of people just have a fuzzy idea of where they want to head. They want to be more healthier, they want to be more successful, but they don't really put things really on the map. And with the map, I mean, a goal is like your destination. You really want to pinpoint where you want to go. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going anywhere. And this ties in with tip number 2, which is to write down your goals. You are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write it down. So why not increase your chances? Number 3 is clarify your why. Knowing your why is a little bit more of a deep dive into yourself to actually understand why is it that you want to achieve this thing. Now, this is important because if it's just a goal without much emotion behind it, then it's just a wish. And the likelihood of that being forgotten is very likely. So it is much more helpful to actually understand what it is that drives you. Is it pain or is it pleasure? You can either be pushed or pulled. If you're pulled, it's because of excitement. It's like something that feels so good, that is so amazing that you really want to achieve. That is fantastic. And then there is the push. Now, psychology says that push, meaning something is so uncomfortable with you that you feel that you need to change, is ultimately the stronger driver. So ask yourself why you want it. What kind of person do we want to be? What do we want to actually become? It anchors our identity. And what are you going to do if things get tough and hard? And if the answer makes you smile or gives you chills, then you're on the right track. Number 4, set stretch goals that inspire you. Easy goals are boring, but impossible goals are exhausting. Make it just hard enough to keep you on your toes, but keep things within reach. Find that sweet spot. Stretch, but don't snap. Don't trust me, trust the studies. Your brain does like a little challenge. Set a few goals and not too many. If you're trying to juggle too much at the same time, it's a little bit like trying to juggle while balancing on a tightrope. It usually doesn't end well. Stick to a few things at a time. Focus on small, incremental changes. So instead of focusing on 10 different goals, just pick 1 or 2. Something that is really important to you. Your chances of achieving these 2 goals are way higher than trying to do it all at once. Set flexible deadlines. We all need a sense of urgency, but life doesn't always go to plan, right? Set realistic goals for your timeline and adjust them if needed without losing sight of your destination. Remember, tiny habits add up over time. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Number 7, stay accountable. Tell someone about your goal or make a deal with yourself. Like, give some money to a friend and tell them that you only get it back if you succeed. Studies have proven time and time again that we are much more likely to pull through with something if there's something on the line for us. Visualize your success daily. There have been countless studies on this topic of why visualization works so well when it comes to achieving our goals. Because our brain doesn't understand the difference between reality and what we imagine to do. It helps to prime us for the things that you really want to achieve and actually prepares us to react much better, faster, and more efficient when we need those skills. So if you have the time, 5 to 10 minutes is already enough in the morning, or even if it's just 1 minute, just to sit down, really be with yourself, close your eyes, and really visualize how it feels like when you succeed. If you have a big smile on your face by the end of it, you know you're doing it right. Set a routine, time, and place. Going after our goals becomes so much easier if it's part of our daily routine. And the best way to do this is actually to anchor that to a specific location or a specific time. We can anchor it to a routine that is already established. So if you are in the morning having your cup of coffee or your cup of tea, whatever it is, and sit down on the sofa, you can add to that routine that, okay, this is my time and my place on that sofa to do just 1 minute of visualizing me succeeding the things that I want to achieve. It makes it so much easier to anchor that in your daily routine and make it a habit. And the more you do it, the better you get at it and the better it feels. Track your progress to stay motivated. Use a habit tracker or just make a little check mark every time you make progress. This simple action helps your brain see wins, no matter how small. It creates a chain of success. The longer this chain of success gets, the much less likely you're willing to break it. Embrace discomfort as a sign of growth. Your brain craves comfort, but growth comes from stepping outside the comfort zone. If we just keep on doing what we're doing anyway, then we are not changing, right? James Clear calls it the Goldilocks rule, which means the task that you are setting out for yourself should be challenging, but not impossible to do. When you see that you're in a state of discomfort, take this as a positive sign that you are actually now growing. And once you have conquered that, you won't go back. And here's a bonus tip that I have used in the past. Maybe that is an idea for you as well. I'm a very visual person, so I like to imagine the things that I really wanted to do. And I came up with the idea to make myself little stickers to put into my journal on random pages. It's a little mind game of like, well, in 10 days, 20 days, I don't know when the sticker will pop up, but it will ask me, how far have you come? How is your dream going? At the same time, it's a promise to myself that I want to be there. I want to say, yes, I did it when I hit this page. This is what I imagine. So it was a little trick and it was very inspiring for me to do this and it's fun, you know? So maybe that also can give you an idea of what to do.